Good afternoon, everyone, and people of Wareham and vicinity. Great to be back here again for another Topic Time episode. A great interview I got today. So you guys know, I just had my 11th anniversary of doing the show on August 18th. It's been a great run, and it just keeps getting better and better, and that's the way we love it. So before we get to my great guest tonight, got to read these awesome underwriters, and then we will commence per usual. So we got Pacini's Pizza in Middleborough. We got Ocean Street Auto Repair and Service in Marshfield. We got New England Floorscapes in Middleborough. We got Barnacote Monuments in Middleborough. We got Maxim Companies in Middleborough. We got Carver Jewelers in Ronald Darren Lionel A. Delano Goldsmiths in Carver. We got Lux Auto Detailing in Duxbury. They're new. We got Genuine's Inspection in Middleborough. We got Pembroke Radiator in Pembroke. We got Salon Giovanni in Marshfield. Mr. Chow Family Mexican Restaurant in Carver. We got the Granite Guys in Halifax. We got the Cornerstone Barber Shop in Pembroke. We got Good Old Dave's Automotive in Hanson on Route 58. We got Crazy Axes Recreation Center in Hanover. We got the Main Ingredient, Just Good Food. The Main Ingredient, Just Good Food in Middleborough. We got the Gunrunner LLC in Middleborough, dedicated to your Second Amendment rights. And we got DNS Auto Works in Abington. I want to thank you guys very much. And now on that note, I will introduce this lovely young lady. This is Julia Gritzbach. Is that how you say your name?
Gritzbach.
Gritzbach, okay. She's an actress. She found me from a Zoom interview I did with Dana O'Neill from Connecticut a few weeks ago. She herself is a Connecticut resident, and she traveled a long way to do the show, even though we might have been able to do it by Zoom, but I always prefer it when the guest shows up in person. You know, I definitely like personal contact better. It just feels more normal. But I have done about 12 Zoom episodes this year, and I never expected, you know, and we've gone a long way to do it, and we'll talk about that a little later. But first, Julie, I want to thank you for coming up here to do my show tonight.
Of course, I'm really happy to be here.
I'm very happy that you're here. I loved your enthusiasm when you did the plug on Facebook, and as you can see, we got a ton of likes and you know, good tidings for your effort. So,
of course.
All right, let's talk about you then. You're a young girl. You look, you know, I'm guessing in, you know, maybe early 20s, in that range, if that.
28. Yeah.
Oh, you're 28, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's good. You don't age much, I would say.
I guess not.
Yeah, you could have passed for 10 years younger than that, I'd say. All right.
I get that a lot.
Okay, so that's good. That's good. That means, you know, you get a lot of years ahead of you. So let's talk about what you were like as a kid growing up, how it got you where you're at now. Now you're an actress. You have some footage we're going to look at about halfway through the show.
Okay.
But tell me about what you were like as a kid, where you grew up, what did you aspire to, what kind of stuff did you do? Would you get into a lot of mischief, that kind of thing? You seem like a happy, you know, giggly girl. I like that. And we'll cover that too. So talk about that, and if I have any questions, I'll fire them at you. Go ahead.
So I was actually born in Dominican Republic. I was, so I was born in Dominican Republic. I was adopted at 3 months old.
Okay, great.
And then I was born and raised in Connecticut, North Branford, but I'm sure people in Massachusetts don't know that, but that's okay.
They do now.
So I did musical theater when I was in 4th grade. I stopped that to do ice skating for 13 years, and then probably about 7 years ago, I started acting again.
Okay.
I do singing and writing, so I'm actually doing a book.
Cool.
Growing up.
Let's talk about the book. What kind of book are you writing?
It's actually a murder mystery with a twist. It has romance and a thriller. So.
Okay.
So it's not out yet, but I'm hoping either the end of September or October.
Was the rough draft done?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
that's awesome. So how long is it about?
It took me 2 years.
Wow, good for you. No, I wrote a book that took me 10 years, so I know it takes time to write a book.
For sure.
My book was a book of short stories. Yours is obviously a novel, right?
Yeah, it's a fictional story. It's a trilogy, so it'll be 3 books. I only wrote the first one, but I'm working on the
trilogy.
Second
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm working on the second and third one, probably in the next few weeks. But I'm talking to my book team next week. Hopefully I'll get it done on Amazon. Hopefully, like I said, either September or October.
Wow, that's incredible. 2 years, all right. Now, do you plan to turn it into a film eventually, or hoping somebody might want to pick it up as a film?
Yeah, either a film or a TV series.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, why not? All right. Well, that's great. Well, we'll keep that in mind. Now, talk about. Now, you say you started doing musical theater, then you stopped for ice skating for 13 years.
Yeah.
Well, why couldn't you do this both at once? Just curious.
I honestly,
you must have really been dedicated to that ice skating.
I was. At one point I wanted to do the Olympics, but obviously I never got there.
Okay, well that's all right.
Yeah, so it's okay. And then I kind of stopped. I was young, so I kind of had like the self-doubt and like self-confidence issues. So I kind of just stopped myself. And then I did singing for a little bit. So I kind of just wanted to do ice skating and follow up on that.
Okay, all right. So you did it for 13 years. as far as singing is concerned, I mean, were you ever, how musically inclined were you? Did singing, were you in a band? Did you sing chorus?
I did solo.
Okay,
I did,
solo.
yeah,
Good,
so I did.
solo's good.
Yeah, so I did singing lessons for about 2 years. I stopped that as well, but I started picking it back up about like 2 years ago. So I have a singing coach. Her name's Ren.
Okay.
So I have her in Wallingford, Connecticut. She's amazing.
That's
so
way down there, isn't that? That's not kind of near New Haven?
yeah,
New Haven?
yeah,
That's what I
about
thought.
like 15, 20 from there.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been with her for almost like 2 years now.
Okay.
And then my style of music now is like country pop, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Have you ever done like a CD or a DVD of music?
I actually have a Spotify account.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so I have a Spotify and a YouTube channel as well.
Now you're singing. Are your songs your own songs that you wrote?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of them I wrote myself
Okay.
with my help of my singing coach Ren, and then also I have. I don't know. It's still new. I'm still getting used to like saying like, oh, I'm a singer. So
Okay.
it's still, yeah.
Well, no. So the only kind of music you did was singing all alone. You were never in a band. You were never in a group. You never sang with anybody else. You never had anybody accompany you with music.
No.
Everything
I
was just.
haven't.
I mean, it's kind of like opera almost. But even opera singers usually have musical accompaniment. But evidently, that's not your case.
Yeah,
Not
I
the case
mean,
with you.
yeah. So with my singing coach, she has her own studio.
Okay.
So she helped me kind of write the songs I wrote down.
Okay.
I'm still working on the songwriting.
How many years have you been with her for?
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So she helps me with like the instruments, and then she kind of helps me with what it's supposed to sound like. So then we record it usually like a couple weeks after.
All right. All right. Now let's talk about the acting thing.
Okay.
How's that going now? I mean, when did you get back into that? And now you've got some stuff on YouTube that we're going to look at.
Yeah.
But talk about what's the projects you've done. And let's go over them
Yeah.
as much as you can without giving too much away.
So I usually, I have been doing that for 7 years.
Okay.
I usually get a couple auditions a week, which
7
is,
years. Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
7 years. Yeah. So I've been doing it usually for a couple auditions a week. I am a part of a TV series. Kind of, they haven't pitched it yet to like Amazon or wherever they want to pitch it to. It's called Rise and Fall.
Okay. Who's directing it?
Mike Russell.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mike.
one of your
I'm going to
guests.
have him on an Easter
Yeah.
on Thursday. How cool is that?
Yeah, so he's the director. He's really cool.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I'm playing the guidance counselor. So I'm kind of like a
You're
recurring.
playing a guidance counselor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm a recurring character there. So that'll be fun.
Did you ever go to college?
I did.
Where'd you go?
I went to University of New Haven.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And your major was?
Hospitality and tourism management.
Oh,
So
okay.
I did event planning.
Okay. Do you do that for work at all, or did you ever?
I did that for like a year, but now I do leasing. So like kind of like apartments. So it's a little
Oh,
different.
really? Like real estate?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
okay.
I
Yeah,
just
my
don't have
brother
my
does
license
that,
yet.
too.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, but I mean, he does homes, but he's always. I mean, for him, you got to find him something. He's not. I mean, he doesn't have his name on too many signs, but hopefully
Right.
that'll change. He's basically working for the town for the county clerk though now. He spends more time with him now than
Definitely.
doing his real estate. That's kind of his other thing. But now that. So how long you been doing the leasing?
I am with a company in Hamden, Connecticut.
Okay.
So it's been
It's a nice
about
area.
it's been about 4.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have like a broker's license for that?
Right now I don't. My company does though.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Then you don't have to.
I don't yet. I've been thinking about getting into it though.
Right, but then what do your duties entail? Just
So basically,
giving tours of apartments.
yeah, touring
Okay.
apartments, making leases, doing kind of like I'm working on, I'm covering for my manager when she's on maternity leave in
Okay.
October for a few months.
That could be a big chance
Yeah.
for you. Okay.
So kind of just like the financials, conflict resolution, so
Okay.
kind of everything.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, but the acting right now is something that you've been doing. I mean, now do you have an agent aside from? I know you're working with Mike, but do you have like do you work with any agents and any casting companies at all, or have you had any work with them or
yeah.
gotten from them?
Yeah, so right now I do have a agency. They are out of LA and New York,
Wow.
so it's kind of like a bi-coastal
Right.
agency.
Yep,
It's called
yep.
Made Worldwide Agency.
Cool.
So I've been with them about a year.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, so haven't really gotten anything, but I've gotten a few auditions with them. So
All right, I
that's pretty
understand.
cool.
So they're giving you opportunities.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
So let's go over now. Let's go over the projects that you have done that you can talk about.
Yeah.
So go back. See if you can get them in chronological order.
Okay.
So you tell me what you can recall.
I've done a lot of theater. I've done probably about 8 shows. I've been
Well, all right, theater, you mean
like on the stage, yeah.
I know on the stage, but where? I mean, New York, Broadway,
Not Broadway yet.
New Haven.
I've done a couple in Hartford. I did a couple for Hartford Fringe Festival.
Did you ever do the Bradley Theater in
I have not.
Putnam? You know what that is?
I haven't. I don't know what that one is.
Okay, all right, go ahead. So all right, that's fine. Hartford.
Yeah,
Yep.
Hartford. I think it's Cheshire.
Cheshire,
Yeah,
great town.
Nelson Hall. Yeah,
Yep.
and then a few of those. So I done a couple of those. Yeah.
Okay, so these are all right. You want to talk about some of the plays you were in and what you played there in them?
Yeah, a couple of them, they were ensemble, so kind of I had multiple characters. The most recent one was
Okay.
at Nelson Hall in Cheshire. I was playing, I was from, I don't even remember. I had 3 parts, so it was kind of like a London
Okay.
kind of themed.
Okay.
So that was kind of
Oh, do you
cool.
speak with a British accent?
A little bit.
Really? Cool.
I did, but it probably wasn't very good.
Oh, don't say that. So you work on it a little bit. That's not
Yeah.
hard. You just got to work it. That's easy to get in, pick up an accent. You just got to.
Right.
Well, it's a little work, but
Yeah.
it's worth it. Okay, so okay, this was in Cheshire.
Cheshire, yeah.
Okay. So all the plays you've done have been in Connecticut.
Yeah, all of the plays I did was in Connecticut,
We're
yeah.
in Connecticut. All right. What about the films?
Films, kind of all over Connecticut.
Okay.
So yeah, all over Connecticut. I think I've done a couple background stuff, but
Okay.
I've mainly done like supporting roles, and I've done a couple leads. I did the 48-hour challenge in New Haven.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, so I did that for 3 years. So that was kind of like various
Well,
places in
but the 48-hour thing was that where a film was like a film fest at a judged at a film festival and you were in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, yeah.
Well, tell me about the roles you had in those films.
So I did that for 3 years. The most recent one, I did a Western.
Okay.
So that was.
You were a cowgirl?
I was a producer, actually. I was like a bitchy producer. So I was kind of like a hard ass, but
Okay.
that was fun. I had a few lines, so I was kind of supporting, but
Of
that was
course.
fun.
Yep.
The second one, it was like a I don't know what to call it. It's like a future role.
Okay.
So that I was
Science
a lead.
fiction?
Yeah, science
Cool.
fiction. Yeah, I was a lead in that. That was 2 years ago, and then the first one I did was like a background role for a road movie.
Okay.
So that was cool.
A road movie?
Yeah, so
Well-
we had to film like when we were driving.
Okay. Oh, I
Yeah.
see what you mean. All right.
Yeah.
Have you worked with Joe?
I worked with him on a astronaut film.
Okay. Were you an astronaut?
I was one of the background.
Okay. Were you like floating around in a space capsule? I'm just thinking.
I was in the crowd scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you were in Houston?
I don't
Watching-
remember
at
where
NASA?
we were.
You know, okay.
But yeah, I was like in the crowd cheering people on, like for them to go to space.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now, you're a pretty girl. Have you ever modeled before?
I have.
Talk about that.
I haven't really. I've done a few modeling things. The most recent one, it was in New York, so
Okay.
it was for
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, so it was for this app called Canva.
Okay.
So
What's
it's,
that?
It's like an app. It has like templates you can download.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So you could just download it on your phone, stuff like that. And then that one was like a baby shower. So it was like me and 2 other girls.
Baby shower?
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. What does that have to? You were modeling for a baby shower?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
like it was like a little baby shower.
Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't for you, was it?
No, no, no.
You
no.
don't have any? Do you have kids?
I don't. I
Lucky
only have
you.
a dog.
Oh, that's great. Oh, that's right. You got
Yeah.
your dog's nails clipped today.
Yeah,
It's
his
probably a
name-
good idea to have it done at the vets instead of at the groomers.
Right.
Because the vets, you know, is going to take good care of the dog.
Exactly.
They may charge you more, but at least you know the dog will be safe.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
great. Okay. I guess that went well.
Yeah, his name's Loki. He's a Cavalier King Charles
Oh,
Spaniel.
I love animals.
Yeah, he's
that's
amazing.
That's why I don't eat them. Vegetarian.
That's nice.
More
Yeah,
than
I need to
almost
do that
40
more often.
Oh, all right, that's great. Okay. So tell me about now. You've written a book, but have you ever written any scripts?
I'm actually working on a play right now. It's
Okay.
called Passion Projects. So
Okay.
it's
Passion projects.
yeah.
Cool.
So
I
it's,
like the title.
yeah. Thanks. It's still in the works.
Can you reveal a little bit?
Yeah, it's a group of 4 people. They're all kind of like experiencing struggles
Okay.
of like some people not accepting them in their like film. So just kind of like that. And then there's 2 older people in it, and they kind of help them kind of realize like, oh, like you shouldn't care what anyone thinks. Just go after your passions and dreams.
That's great. It sounds very much like what my life's been like.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, we're going to watch a little clip from Julia's repertoire of stuff. So we'll keep watching, folks. We'll be right
I
back.
wanted you to show off those knockers, and this is what you wear. So, seems very reasonable.
Yeah, I think so.
You look like a pilgrim. Come on, let those puppies breathe.
They're just playing.
What are they talking about, puppies out?
I don't really feel comfortable with this.
Oh, and I don't feel comfortable meeting with a lawyer because you're a goldfish.
You never know with them, but it'll be good.
So why don't you get in there and get us out of trouble?
Hi, thank you for meeting with me. How is everybody?
Good. I'm Robin. I own this joint, make a shitload of money.
It's not true.
Shut up, Ben. Anyway, this is Ben, our accountant, and Lily, our head coach.
Let's just start with the elephant in the room. Ben and I have already discussed the dire state of the gym. We estimate you have 3 months of operation left.
Not a lot of time.
Robin, when do I give her the sloppy toppy? I really want to get that part over with.
Sloppy. Toppy?
What is she talking about?
Lily, she's a woman, so
It'll be okay.
plan is screwed. Call it off.
Robin, in the car, you said you sex appeal, get the lawyer on your side.
So, Lily, you left a kid in the gym overnight. Okay, the parents aren't going to sue or press charges.
Very reasonable of them.
They just want a new head coach to replace her. All that I really need is that letter that I asked you to prepare.
Absolutely. Robin, the letter.
Absolutely! Lily, the letter!
A.
No, not that letter. The letter for the meeting. The letter for the meeting with
In the car, you said the letter and just use sex appeal.
Okay, we are done here.
You're not done with your coffee.
Should I take my shirt off?
It's up to you.
Lady lawyer, hold on.
Ben,
So, what are you doing later?
hopefully going for a drink. See you soon, maybe. I wanna be where the people are. I wanna see them dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Oh, feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down a, what's that word again? Street. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world. What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand? Bet you on land they understand, bet they don't reprimand their daughters. Bright young women, sick of swimming, ready to stand. Ready to know what the people know. Asking my questions and get some answers. What's a fire and why does it, what's the word, burn? When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore the shore up above? Out of the sea, wish I could be part of that world.
Oh, that was great. Let's talk about that. Tell me about what we just watched.
So that was a clip from my friend Zach Johnson. It was a guest star role. I was playing a lawyer, so it was kind of like
A lawyer?
A lawyer, yeah.
Okay.
It was kind of like a parody of like The Office kind of setup.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, so it was really fun.
Yeah, you're great in that kind of thing.
Thank you.
Okay. Did he write it?
He did write it, yeah.
Okay.
He wrote it and produced it, and he acted in it as
Is
well.
he a Connecticut person too?
He is, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. He did a few of my headshots as well.
Oh, good. All right. Did you use any of them to get the modeling gigs that you got in New York or anywhere else?
I've used a couple of his shots, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. So that's what we just watched. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How long ago did you do it?
That was before COVID, so
Right, a
probably
couple over a year ago.
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where did you shoot that?
That I think it was like Plainville, maybe.
Okay.
It was somewhere in Connecticut, but
Right.
it was like a gym,
Yeah,
like a
okay.
gymnasium. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. All right, and you have experience working in an office, obviously doing the leasing, so
Yeah.
that certainly helped you.
Definitely.
And you said you've been doing that for 4 years now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, 4.5.
4.5 years. All right. So what projects are you currently? The book is done, right? The rough draft is done.
Yeah.
Now, what are you currently working on?
That I am so I'm working on Rise and Fall, so the one with Mike
Yep.
Russell.
Yep.
My book, I'm working on self-publishing it on Amazon.
Okay.
And then also I'm helping
Don't worry about
It's
it.
all right. I'm working on a couple.
That was good luck, by the way.
Yeah, right.
What you just did. You just threw silver at me.
Yeah, right.
That's great. I love it. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm working on a couple behind the scenes, so kind of like production assistants for a couple of my friends,
Okay.
like their web
Yep.
series, so kind of that, and then just kind of like auditioning.
All right. Talk about your friend's web series. What's that?
So I don't know that much about it. It's called Don't Judge Me. It's he's working on it. It's he's on episode 2.
Is that also Mike?
No,
Oh, Zach?
his name's Randy.
Randy. Got another
Yeah.
friend. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm helping him on the behind the scenes.
Okay.
So yeah, just trying to like work on the directing and producing.
That's cool. So you're doing behind the scenes and in front of the camera too.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Now, so I take it you must have a pretty good sized resume now.
I like to think so. Yeah,
Well,
I'm working
well,
on it.
You're still working on the resume. Obviously,
Yeah.
you're always updating it too.
Yeah, always.
Okay. So
Definitely.
you don't do any singing at all now? Or
I
any-
do. Yeah, I do sing.
Besides in the shower, I mean.
Yeah, I record like every week.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
For Spotify?
For the Spotify, I do. I have 5 songs on. I could send you the link after, but I have about 5 songs on there, and then over the last like few months, I've recorded about like 5 songs.
You know what you could do if you like, and it's totally up to you. When I talk, and I mentioned this to my last guest too, that I had on in Easton, because she's done singing too. If you wanted to sing something right now, a cappella, you're certainly more than welcome to. But
Oh my
it's up
gosh,
to you.
that's a lot of pressure.
Well, it's totally your call, but I mean that's what a cappella is.
I know.
All right. Well, do you want to? If not, that's fine.
I could send you something.
Well, all right. Well, maybe we could do that.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. How long is what you have to send? Maybe just a little song.
I think it's like a minute or 2.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay. Yeah,
Perfect.
we can probably insert that.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So you spend so that's right because you're still working with your vocal coach. Or your
Yeah,
singing
yep.
coach.
Yeah, like
Okay.
every week. Yeah.
Does she have a lot of clients? I guess she must.
Yeah, she has a lot of clients right now just due to COVID. She's not accepting
She's
new
not
ones,
accepting
but
new ones,
yeah,
right.
she has a lot of them, and she does like violin. And her boyfriend, they do like drums, all that stuff. So they do like instruments as well.
But you've never played an instrument in your life? Of any kind?
I've done clarinet.
You have. Okay. I
I
suppose
have,
that was
yeah.
in school, right?
Yeah, in high school.
In high school. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember I played the piano for 7 years.
Oh my
but-
gosh.
Well, that was part of, that was what I wanted to do, and I thought it was. Everyone told me I could make a career out of being a great piano player if I practiced. I didn't think I had it in me, and I
Aw.
gave it up after 7 years.
Definitely.
That was a long
I
time ago.
understand.
That was almost 50 years ago.
Oh, wow.
That's okay. Yeah, I love music, and I'm happy that I did it.
Definitely.
And I probably should have quit a lot sooner than I did, but I impressed a lot of people, and that's
That's awesome.
When you get older, you finally find what you're good at, and you just stick with it. All right, now you just threw that silver ring at me.
I did.
The reason I mentioned that, it made me think. You have some nice jewelry you're wearing. Do you make any of it?
I don't.
Okay.
I got a few pieces. This is actually my class ring, and then a few of them.
From high school?
College actually. Yeah,
from
college.
New Haven?
Yeah, University of New Haven.
You were in New Haven.
Yeah, and then a couple of them I got a frog ring, and then a couple of them I got from like consignment shops.
What's that
and stuff.
necklace? That looks interesting. It looks like kind of like a magical stone.
It's actually called blue chironite.
Okay.
So it actually helps performers and public speakers. And one of my friends
How
gifted it to
so?
me.
How does it help you?
It helps me with more confidence. And one
So
of
it
my
really is sort of a talisman, isn't
Yeah.
it? Wow. See, I know what I'm talking
yeah.
about.
So
Yeah, Lee?
so one of my friends gave it to me. I think probably a few months ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
And since you got it, you feel like you've done a lot better.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, I don't say as much, or I don't get as nervous.
Okay, well, and you don't seem nervous today. That's good.
A little bit, but.
Well, we're making it work. Okay. All right. So, what is on the horizon for you right now? What's coming up? What do you have going on like in the next? Fall's coming. new beginnings and everything. People going back to school. Now, have you ever done any? I'm just wondering, have you ever done any teaching at all? You seem like you might be qualified. You know a lot of stuff.
The only teaching I've done is ice skating. I've taught
Okay.
like little
Kids?
younger kids.
Yeah.
I taught younger kids to skate, and then other than that, not really. But I definitely want to in the future like help people with their confidence and self-esteem.
Yep. Okay.
So I definitely want to do that, and then just kind of give advice on my Instagram. So kind of just go on my stories a couple times a week, and just kind of give like advice and just whatever comes out.
Okay. Now, are you doing that currently, or just
Yeah,
you are?
I'm doing
Okay.
that currently. Yeah.
And do you have a lot of subscribers to your Instagram for that? It looks like, I mean, you sure got a lot of people that
Yeah.
that loved your, your plug when you
Yeah.
plugged your appearance with me. So
Yeah, I think a little under 2,100
that's
followers.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
And it sounds like it's going to grow even more.
hopefully.
Oh, I expect it will. I mean, after today, it should definitely.
Yeah, no, I appreciate the opportunity to be
Okay.
on here. Yeah, for sure.
No, you look like you're in pretty good shape. Do you work out at all?
I do. So I actually am working on a pre-freeze workout. So I'm doing that for the next couple, like 3 to 4 times a week. And
Okay.
then cardio, like 3 to 5 times a week. And then trying to fix my diet. That's my main issue with
Well, I'd
like,
say
the
go
nutrition.
vegan. I would tell anybody that.
Yeah,
But
I'll definitely look into it.
well, look into it because what I'm saying to you is I know people love the taste of meat, as do I. But you can get fake
Right.
meats now, which are just not only are they tastier than the real McCoy, but they're healthier and they're humane.
Right.
And I eat
yeah.
them every day. I pig out on them every morning and at
That's
night
awesome.
too. Not as much because I'm so full from eating breakfast that I don't even need to eat as much
Oh,
at
wow.
night. Yeah, it works pretty good.
That's awesome.
Olives and all, and smoothies and everything. So yeah, I mean, I'm almost 62 and I've never
wow.
felt better. Yeah, I mean, yeah,
That's awesome.
But of course, health can deteriorate quickly. But that's
Yeah.
But in this era, in the era in which we live, that's not a bad thing right now.
Definitely.
Okay. So now you're planning eventually to take any? Are you going back to New York for anything at any future time that you're planning to do, maybe? Or
My goal by the end of 2021 is to get my first co-star role on network television.
Wow,
So yeah,
okay.
so that's definitely my goal by the end of this year.
Well, if you're going to do that, you probably have to go to LA, to Hollywood.
I know some shows. I definitely want to do some like crime shows, like some CW shows.
Okay.
So I definitely know some of those are in New York, and then some are in LA. So
Okay.
yeah. So and
Anywhere
then-
else? I hear Atlanta's a pretty good
Yeah,
hotbed now
Atlanta.
for filming as well.
Yeah, Atlanta too. Yeah.
I don't know if you remember. There's a guy that I can't think of his name. His name was JP. I was going to have him on the show when he moved to Atlanta before I
Oh,
could
wow.
interview him. I forget his name, but he was a guy from the New England area, and he went down to the Atlanta area to pad his career, and I guess it's doing pretty well.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that sounds good. So you're going to be you're planning on going down. You're going to be traveling eventually.
Yeah, hopefully soon. But
okay.
obviously with COVID and everything and the vaccine and everything, so that's So
Okay.
definitely that is kind of a factor, and then definitely traveling is something I definitely want to do. So
Okay.
I'm actually going to LA next month.
You are.
Yeah.
To meet with your agent.
No.
Just
So
to
I'm
take-
actually
just
going.
take a vacation out
Yeah,
there?
I'm going on
Okay.
a retreat for 3 days, and then I'm also going to LA for like 3 days. So,
Retreat. What kind of retreat?
it's in Joshua Tree, California.
Right, but what kind of is that a religious thing?
No, it's like spiritual, just kind of like
Okay.
just kind of like just going in the desert and like
Okay.
just meeting people.
I know a guy that goes out to Joshua Tree to go rock climbing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there's a
That's
lot of good. If
amazing.
you like rock climbing, that's a place to go.
Yeah.
He's our veterinarian. Well, I don't have any. I had 2 cats. They're gone now, but he used to be
Aw.
my veterinarian, and he goes out there all as much as he can, and he's like over 70 now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay. So you're into spiritual stuff. That's good.
Yeah, just like crystal stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as it's not crystal meth.
No, definitely not. Definitely
Oh,
not.
good. Okay. Well, guess what? We're down to the final 5 minutes.
Okay,
We
cool.
made the show go by. So what I want you to do, like Christian told you at the beginning, is look at that orange light and give shouts out to people. They're going to see the show, condense them, and we'll wrap up, show up when we're done, when you're done.
Okay. So I guess I want to give a shout out to my best friends Rhiannon, Bridget, Blaze, Blossom, Almas, my mom and brother, my dog Loki, even though he won't see this. Probably all the supporters on my Instagram and Facebook. I really appreciate you guys. I can't say everyone, but I really appreciate your support and just always like supporting me and giving me like love and everything. So I really appreciate everyone. And obviously I can't say everyone's name,
Right.
but I really appreciate your support, and I hope you enjoyed the show. And thank you so much, Harrison, for letting me be on the show.
Well, thank you for coming up. You were amazing.
Aw.
And the other thing I ask all my guests too is if you had a good time with me, spread the word about Topic Time. See if you can get me more guests. I get a lot of guests through word of mouth now, more than ever. I get
Yeah.
98% through Facebook, but I'm getting more from people. Well, like I got you from Dana.
Right.
Right. So
Definitely.
if you had a good time, you got my digits now.
Definitely.
I'm an open book. Feel free to give them to as many people, that might want to do the show as possible,
Yeah.
and have them contact me, text me, call me, whatever, and we'll set it up.
Definitely.
And now before we wrap the show up completely, is there anything on the horizon that you forgot to mention that you want to cover real quick?
I don't think so right now. I just know everything that I have been a part of, I'm so grateful for.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm open to any opportunity that comes my way.
Okay. All right, you did a great job.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming up here. Have fun. When you stay safe when you travel.
Definitely.
When you go to LA after the spiritual retreat, are you gonna go take tour of the big people, the big cheese homes and stuff,
Probably.
the Hollywood stars and
I
everything?
would definitely like to. I want to go to the Walk of Fame.
Walk of Fame.
Yeah,
you'll be on it
definitely.
someday. I can see that.
Aw. I hope so. That's one of my goals.
Have you not been out there yet?
I've only been to San Diego.
Oh, you have. Okay, I've been there too. My brother was doing law school in 1997.
Okay.
So you were probably just born then, or a little before that.
93.
93. Okay, there
Yeah.
you go. Yeah. All right. Well, great job, Julia.
Thank you so
And
much.
I'm going to wrap the show up. And folks, thanks for watching Topic Time, people of Wareham. I got a couple more shows coming up for the next couple of weeks, so enjoy it, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one. Take care. Bye bye. Hey.
Yay.